Got a closer look at body camera video that shows a man charging at a police officer. We'll tell you what happened yesterday in court.
Meriden police are looking for the owner of this little kitten, where he was found, and what you can do to help.
Also, people seeking the top job in Hartford are going to face questions today focused on workers in the economy. We'll tell you where you can go to hear their pitches.
All local, all morning. This is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Good morning. Thanks so much for joining us here at 6 on CW and Fox 61 Plus America areas.
And I'm Tim Lammers. Thank you for joining us here on an alternate station or sister station just to get your news while the World Cup is going on. Cloudy start to the day again. Maybe we'll see some breaks for sun this afternoon. I know there was just the faintest drizzle, Matt Scott, when I was driving it.
Yeah, a little bit. I know where you are and where we are in Hartford. You head down and there's a little more rain. I'm going to show you that in a moment. But you know, just the overall pattern has remained on the unsettled side for much of the week, and that's not changing yet. Here's what you need to know before you go. Some showers sticking around this early morning. The day is mostly dry once we get this batch out of the way. But again, the key word is unsettled. We got sunshine. We got low humidity. Eventually. I don't mean like, just wait till December. Well, we've got it a little sooner than that. Here's the radar picture. And again, fairly light, very quiet up in Hartford County, Town, Wyndham, but down over the Naugatuck Valley into New Haven, seeing some steady rain along Route 8 from the Merritt all the way up through Naugatuck, Waterbury, Bethany, Seymour, and then a little steady rain on Route 17 from New Haven up to Durham this morning. Hey, this is manageable. It's just annoying. It's just still there. Again, as the case has been, tougher stuff down south. Look at what's rolling through Long Island right now. That won't play into us. 68 in Hartford, 78 in New Haven, 69 in Groton. Your dew points in the low to mid 60s, generally a couple of spots a little higher than that. Temperature-wise, it will be closer to where we should be. We struggled yesterday. Dew points, they're where they should be, in the upper 60s. So lots of clouds, a little sunshine eventually later on today. Temperatures getting to about 80 degrees, 2, 3, 4 degrees under where we should be. Talk about the rest of the week and a good-looking weekend. We're still holding to that. Coming up. I don't know why I got angry all of a sudden. Rachel Piscatelli, good morning to you at 6:02.
Hey, good morning. There's nothing to be angry about
now with the weekend forecast, right?
Oof.
Let's get
gorgeous. I know. All right, it is 6:02 right now, and there's really nothing to complain about out on the roads either. We're not tracking any or watching any incidents out on the roads this morning, and most of the road work has wrapped up too. So we'll take a live look outside over in Milford now, where things are running smoothly in both directions of 95 on the south and the northbound side, and volume is light. We had some areas of some road work. Now be mindful that there is some rain falling across portions of Fairfield County now, so you may just be mindful of just taking it slow out on the roads. Over in Hartford, just over the Bulkley Bridge, looking good this morning. They cleared those traffic cones on the east and the westbound side of 84, and traffic is moving just fine. We'll take a peek at your drive times coming up in just a bit, guys.
Okay, thank you. Well, this morning, several candidates who are running for mayor in Hartford are hoping to win your vote as they're getting ready to lay out their positions during a forum.
And that forum is focused on economic issues and workers' rights. Fox 61's Angelo Bovaro is joining us live in Hartford with a preview of what's expected later. Angelo, good morning.
Erica, Tim, good morning. And the focus of this race is now on that primary, which is less than 1 month away at this point. That will take place on September 12th. And the primary election, super important in a city like Hartford because it's expected the Democratic winner in that race will go on to win the general election given the majority of Democratic voters in Hartford. Current mayor Luke Bronin is not seeking re-election. Now, among the list of names participating in this morning's forum, take a look right there. Those names include Arunan Aralampalam, who was endorsed by the Hartford Democratic Town Committee, State Senator John Fonfera, former State Senator Eric Coleman, Hartford City Council member Nick LeBron, and community activist J. Stan McCauley. So in total, that is 5 people participating. At this forum, candidates will have the chance to speak with neighbors about their plans to address some of the most pressing issues facing workers and residents. Organizers say some of those issues include minimum wage, the growing wealth gap, safety net and public services, and wage theft. We had the chance to hear from 3 of those major candidates in this race last month, our Lampalam, Coleman, and Fonfara. Take a listen.
Well, we've already hit the ground running. You know, we're knocking on doors. We're talking to people one-on-one. I think we've got a groundswell of support out there, and that's what led to this nomination.
My campaign is composed of a lot of very hard-working, dedicated people. We've already been phone banking and door knocking.
I've lived in this city all my life, and we deserve better. City government has to take on the fundamental challenges of our city.
And this morning's forum is set to start at 10:15. It will run until 12:30. All of it's taking place right here. This is the Samia Cafe and Studio right along Main Street in Hartford. We are live in the capital city this morning. I'm Angelo Bavaro, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
All right, Angelo, thanks so much. Appreciate that. Well, this morning in New Haven, state and business leaders are going to meet to preview the city's second Black Wall Street Festival. Now, this festival is happening this Saturday from noon to 8 p.m. on the New Haven Green. It's going to feature at least 135 Black-owned businesses and organizations. That's nearly 4 times the number of groups that took part last year. There will also be a full lineup of Black artists and performers.
A group of Republican lawmakers will raise questions today over the state's plan to enact a new electric vehicle mandate. That plan would phase out the sale of all gas-powered vehicles by 2035 to make new car sales all electric after that. The lawmakers said the phase-out will make the state unaffordable for middle-class families. The governor's office said public comment on the plan will stay open until August 23rd. That's a week from today. Well, this morning, a Middletown man is being held on an $850,000 bond after attacking an officer over the weekend. Police said the officer had to shoot that man in self-defense.
And now we're seeing the video leading up to that moment. Fox 61's Brooke Griffin is live in Middletown this morning with the latest and the video. Brooke, good morning.
Good morning to you both. Winston Tate is in jail this morning after video shows that he charged at Middletown officer Carly Travis while holding a hammer. Now, that officer is expected to be okay, and she is recovering at home this morning. But the Office of the Inspector General did release her body cam video yesterday. It's a key piece of evidence as Tate appeared in court for the first time. Officers say they were called to the home on reports of a man smashing glass and yelling in the area. The video shows when Travis arrived, Tate walked out of his home holding a hammer. Travis asked him to put it down multiple times. Then he began to quickly run to her. Tate struck the officer in her shoulder, knocking her over as she shot him multiple times.
Struck by a blow with that claw hammer in her shoulder. She fell to the ground. Her body cam became detached, and the rest of what transpired was audio, basically hearing her screams for help and trying to defuse the situation. Absolutely chilling.
And that all leading to Tate's court appearance yesterday while he was still wearing a hospital gown. Officers said they had been called to this house multiple times already this year, including twice the night before the shooting for what police say was manic behavior. His attorney says he has mental health issues from his time in the Army, and that needs to be taken into consideration as this case moves forward. Now, it is important to note that this is the 8th officer-involved shooting here in the state of Connecticut within just the past year. And the Middletown police chief spoke about that yesterday. He's calling on lawmakers to really look at the bail reform measures that need to be taken. He says that these repeat offenders are becoming dangerous for these officers and more needs to be done. Live in Middletown, Brooke Griffin, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Brooke, thanks so much. All right, 6:08 right now, and this morning in Derby, a Republican alderman and mayoral candidate is facing charges in connection with the January 6th riot at the U.S. Capitol. Gino DiGiovanni faces 4 misdemeanor charges, including 2 counts of entering and remaining on restrictive grounds. DiGiovanni says he entered the U.S. Capitol building during the riot, but did not damage or break anything.
I think the evidence that will be presented will show that I am innocent, so I still stand by that.
Democrat, Republican, Independent, it doesn't matter. He is a good person and has been a good citizen his whole life.
As part of his release, DiGiovanni must give up his weapons and passports and stay away from the District of Columbia, other than to appear in court.
How about this? Police in Meriden said they found a 7-week-old kitten as they were investigating a 2-day-long crime spree last week. Detectives found this little guy under the seat of a stolen vehicle that was used in a whole string of crimes. He was believed to have been picked up somewhere between Wallingford, Brantford, Southington, or Torrington. Now, as for that incident, 6 people were taken into custody in connection to suspected armed robberies in several communities. Some are also accused of stealing 3 vehicles and lighting one on fire in Hubbard Park.